Hello, my name is Ben Nathan and I'm a Chief Trader and Mentor within the FX News Trader service, where you can get a free video course, daily analysis videos, a trading app and trade alerts with the Pro News Trader bundle. Now in this short video, we're going to go over how our members made 8% gains on their account in just 1 week, that's last week, while maintaining a risk-reward ratio of 2 to 1 and only risking 1% per trade. First of all, here's what happens. Each morning we send a trade alert to cover every single high impact news release. We tell you where to enter the markets and at what kind of level your stop loss or take profit should be in comparison to where price lies before the release. On top of this, if we do have any good setups, we also have a video analysis that is sent alongside these trade alerts. Now these are sent straight to the inbox of our members between 8 or 9:30 each morning UK time, and it covers 24 hours of news releases. So let's take a look at what happened this week. So we did have a setup for the GDP, for the Chinese. Now, we didn't actually get a trigger on that trade, so Monday was a fairly quiet day, which isn't unusual, so we ended the day just in a break-even position. Tuesday got a little bit more interested, that was the 20th, so make note, again, we send these alerts fairly early, so it's well in advance of all of the high-impact news releases, so you have plenty of time to set up trades to capture each one. Okay, so for the ZEW survey, again, we had the setup very, very specific in exactly where to be placing your orders ahead of these releases. Now, didn't quite do so well on the ZEW survey. We lost 10 pips, but again, it was only 1% risk on the account, so it wasn't anything particularly significant. We advised our members to avoid the FOMC speech. We went through that in the day's analysis as well. But then we had the CPI for the New Zealand dollar. And in the end, on that trade, we had the sell stop on the New Zealand dollar US dollar trigger, and we took 20 pips. Now, another thing to note, within the analysis we send, it says exactly how and why we pick each pair. So you understand the fundamental reasons behind each trading choice you make going from these trade alerts. Very important stuff. So later on we had the sell stop on the US dollar yen as it went alongside the Bank of Japan press conference, and again we took another 20 pips. So at the end of the day, we netted 30 pips profit from that, which was a lovely little 3% gain on the accounts. So next day, moving on to the 21st of January, again, well in advance of the news releases, we had the exact setups for every single high impact release and how to trade them. Okay, so we took 15 pips net from the Bank of England news at 9:30. Now, we took a loss on the buy stop on the pound New Zealand dollar of 15 pips, but then we gained 30 pips on the actual pound dollar trade. Now, another thing to note is that very quick these trades are. They're normally over within about a minute, so it's very, very fast pips in terms of how we trade for news here. So we did also have setups for the building permits. We didn't really get a trigger for those though, but then moving down onto the Bank of Canada interest rate decision, as we know, we had some surprise rate cuts that sent price downwards, triggering our sell stop and taking 20 pips within seconds. So the net profit for that day was 35 pips. Moving on to the 22nd of January very briefly, again setups for the initial jobless claims were sent well in advance, over 3 hours in advance in fact. We didn't have a trigger on the buy stop for the dollar CAD, but we did have a trigger on the sell stop on the dollar yen. Now that one didn't go our way, we lost 10 pips, but it's no big deal because later on the Chinese HSBC manufacturing PMI release, we did lose 10 pips on a buy, but we also took 20 on a sell stop on the Aussie dollar. So in the end, a break-even day. So final day of the week, which was the Friday. We had another couple of trade alerts. So we were looking to trade the CPI for the Canadians. Didn't get a trigger on that setup. However, we did also have a setup for the euro dollar to trade the Hellenic Parliament elections. And again, a very quick 20 pips was had with regards to that release. And again, net profit for that day was 20 pips. So that's how we traded for the week. That is every single alert as it was sent to our members, so you can see exactly what the format is. Feel free to rewind this video and pause it to have a good look at the trade alerts. Go and verify them for yourselves. But in the end, we made 85 pips and a lovely, very, very quick, very simple 8% gains on account with only risking 1%. So a really successful week for all of our members. So as you've seen, the Pro News Trader Bundle, so that's your daily analysis, trade alerts, has worldwide reach. We've got every session covered for you, and we send 24 hours of alerts with every single daily email out. So you're covered. If you can't be around to trade each event, that's absolutely fine. The Pro News Trader Bundle also comes with a companion app. It allows you to set up the orders well in advance of the release happening. So you get the release, when you see that email, spend a few minutes just setting up those trades that you see, and that's it. The app will do the rest. So it works almost like an EA, yet you remain, you keep full control over what happens basically. So it just gives you that flexibility and all the benefits of EA, but none of the downsides in terms of lack of control. Now, the Pro News Trader Bundle is far more than just daily analysis, trade alerts and the app. We do something that very few sources out there do. And if you've brought other educational products or other services similar, you already know that one thing you don't really get is a trader that works alongside you to make sure you get the thing to work. Okay, so we don't just sell you a product and that's it and leave you to work on it on your own. We continue to work directly with you to make sure you get the best from the service and continue to develop as a trader. And the way we do that is we give you access to be able to contact me on a one-to-one basis via email to ask any questions and to gain any help with development you may need over time. Now, the best thing is, once you buy the service, there are no recurring fees whatsoever. Okay, it's a one-off simple fee, and we've got a very special offer for you for this week only. So, if you go over to fxnewstrader.co.uk, we've got an offer just for the rest of January, so it's for the rest of the week, but we're giving a massive 25% discount off the full Pro News Trader package. So for a very, very small fee of just $374.99, you get lifetime trade alerts, analysis, every single day if it's a high impact news release. So you can trade those news releases with confidence, knowing exactly where you should be placing your bets and what kind of size they should be, and also where you should think about taking profits, etc, etc. That's lifetime access, continued one-to-one access to my help. We'll make it work. So all you need to do is go to fxnewstrader.co.uk. There's been absolute thousands of these sold, and we've not had a single refund request as of yet. So 100% satisfaction. We have got some reviews that have started coming through. You can see those through the links on the website. Head over now. It's a Pro News Trader Bundle, 25% off, and then you can join our very many members who have benefited this week and have made 8% with just 1% risk. And that's the kind of thing we expect to continue throughout the months. Of course, not every week's going to be a winning week, but the one thing that's for sure, the overall big picture is always profit. I've been Ben Nathan, thanks for watching, I look forward to working with you.